He didn't invent chaos. He studied human defense mechanisms and weaponized them. Donald Trump clocked something early, something most people never say out loud. When life is hard, when education is uneven, when people are exhausted just trying to survive, the brain reaches for simplicity. Not because people are stupid, because complexity requires safety, time, and emotional bandwidth. And when those things are missing, the mind does what it must. It splits. Good guys, bad guys, heroes, enemies, us, them. Trump didn't stumble into this. He recognized splitting as a mass-scale coping mechanism and built an entire political identity around feeding it. He flattened reality on purpose. Because once you train people to see the world in binaries, you don't need truth, you just need loyalty. You don't explain policy. You don't wrestle with contradiction. You don't admit complexity. You declare, I'm good. They're evil. I protect you. They want to destroy you. If something feels confusing, it's a lie. If something threatens your identity, it's fake. This is not leadership. This is psychological capture. And let's be clear, Trump knows the world is sophisticated. He knows power is layered. He knows law, finance, intelligence, and geopolitics are not cartoon villains twirling mustaches. But he sells a children's version of reality to adults because splitting makes people predictable. Once people are locked into splitting, evidence doesn't matter. Contradictions don't register. Accountability feels like an attack. And loyalty becomes identity. That's the sweet spot for control. Nowhere is this more obvious than the Epstein files, because this is the most dangerous split of all. On one side, Trump pioneers protector of children. On the other, anyone asking questions, enemy, traitor, deep state. That split isn't accidental, it's predatory. Because the Epstein files require nuance. They require moral courage. They require people to hold two unbearable truths at once. That powerful systems protect themselves, and that heroes can be complicit. Splitting can't survive that. So Trump doesn't argue the facts. He short-circuits the defense mechanism. He reframes scrutiny as persecution. He turns evidence into witch hunts. He transforms questions into loyalty tests, not to protect truth, but to keep the split intact. Because the moment his base integrates, the moment they allow even one crack of both end, the spell breaks. And he knows it. This isn't ignorance being exploited casually. This is psychological warfare on attachment and identity. He doesn't lead through strength. He leads by keeping people emotionally dysregulated, dependent on him to define reality. That's why the rhetoric is always urgent, always apocalyptic, always personal. Because calm people think, integrated people ask questions, secure people don't need saviors. So no, this isn't about intelligence. It's about who gets denied the tools to integrate complexity. And the real crime here isn't that Trump lies. It's that he teaches millions of people to distrust their own capacity to think beyond a split, then sells himself as the only safe answer. That's not populism. That's not patriotism. That's predation dressed up as certainty. And the Epstein files terrify him not because they're false, but because they force a level of psychological integration his entire movement cannot survive.